Welcome to Live, life-inspired views for every day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. Judy Westergaard is an artist who put together a booklet filled with copies of her paintings paired with little stories to explain her art. In one of the stories, she describes being on a train traveling in England. A teacher sat across from her and, after a light introductory conversation, asked her, "What should I know about where you come from?" She was surprised by the question and asked clarifying questions, but he simply responded, "Pick any of those. What should I know?" Judy Westergaard continues to use that question when in conversation with new people on her path of life. She's discovered that it is more than just about the where, because it always leads to the who we are. In one of my first podcasts, I described meeting Katie Silas, who sat next to me on the plane while I was flying home from teaching in China. Katie Silas changed my life. At that time, she was a senior English major at St. Ben's University near Minneapolis. While I watched her write in her journal, I told her that I had a Franklin planner, but I just put the daily happenings. I didn't write feelings or deep thoughts. But Katie said, "Oh, you don't need to write feelings. You can write things you see or what people say. You can put in quotes or draw pictures or write in circles or press flowers." But she said, "You should really have a moleskin journal because it has an elastic strap." And she snapped it. Well, we exchanged addresses, parted at the airport, and 2 weeks later, I received a package in the mail from her containing a moleskin journal and a salsa recipe. That was in 2004. Today, July 2022, I'm on my 19th journal. My journals are filled with so many quotes because quotes inspire me. They make me want to be wiser, stronger, better. The quotes I put in my journal reflect what is important to me and how I want to live while I'm on this earth. If someone should ask me, "What should I know about you?" they can read my journals. They might not discover too many narratives of my own deep thoughts, but through the quotes that I have ascribed to the pages of my journal, the reader will know what I value, what I have observed that has touched or taught me in some way, what I have wanted to put as a constant reminder to guide my choices, reactions, beliefs, and reflections to those around me. So I decided to give you some of those quotes and tuck them in your heart today. Here they are from all my journals. Are you ready? Cervantes said, "The journey is greater than the end." My dad always said in Norwegian, "If not for the optimist, the pessimist wouldn't know how lucky he isn't." J. Deacon said, if it is not given us to live in undisturbed calm, boredom, or mediocrity, it is given us to be edge dwellers." An unknown person said, "If you can take the worst, take the risk." Gordon MacDonald said, "A community will grow no higher than the quality of its leader." Howard G. Hendricks said, "A leader is a person with a compass in their head and a magnet in their heart." There's an English proverb that said, "Keep company with those who make you better." Sophocles said, "To those who live in fear, everything wrestles." Emilie Zola said, "If you ask me what I came into this world to do, I will tell you, I came to live out loud." Dave Weber said, "Everyone loves to hear a good listener." Dave Barry said, "If someone isn't nice to the waiter, they probably aren't a very nice person." There is a Dakota proverb that says, "We will be known by the tracks we leave behind." Emily Dickinson said, "I dwell in possibility." Ellen Parr said, "The cure for boredom is curiosity, and there is no cure for curiosity." Bishop Michael Curry said, "It's hard to hate up close." Rabbi Abram Heschel said, "Wonder rather than doubt is the root of all knowledge." An unknown person said, "You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one." John Warner said, "Run towards, not from." Vivian Green said, "Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain." There's a Yiddish expression that said, "When you must, you can." And Plato said, "A house without a library lacks a soul." Jerry Panas said, "It's not your job to lead the horse to water, nor to make it drink. Our job as leaders is to make the horse thirsty." There's an African proverb that says, "The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth." An unknown person said, "There are some who bring a light so great to the world that even after they have gone, the light remains." And Viktor Frankl said, "No one can take away my freedom of choosing how I will react to what happens to me." So, what should I know about where you come from, who you are? What quote will you put on your bathroom mirror this week to reflect that? Join me next Monday for Live, life-inspired views for every day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.